what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to jump right into it on the Type R CRX out in the street there. I'm going to jump in there and clean it out a little bit. That way if I do have to do some work on the clutch switch, it'll be cleaned out. So let's go ahead and jump to it.
A little more. Open it all the way up. All right. All right.
Woo! All right, it is the next day here. After that little mishap yesterday, we stepped away from the car. We did determine that it runs based upon the starter fluid and the car, running for 2 or 3 seconds. We couldn't get any fuel to the fuel rail. We checked the main relay, and I checked the voltage at the fuel pump connection inside the cabin, and we do have voltage. The main relay is pulling in, so it's probably in the fuel pump. I'm trying to decide whether or not I really want to drop the tank and replace that fuel pump in there, because it's kind of a pain to do, and the car is parked on the street right now. So I do know the car runs. I just really don't know how healthy the engine is. It sounded pretty good from a couple seconds it ran. So just leave it in the comments below what you think I should do. Is it worth going ahead and dropping that tank out there, swapping that fuel pump, and actually seeing that car run and idle and be able to rev it up in the car before we actually pull the motor? It may be worth it, but right now I'm going to step away from it. We're going to move to something different today. My friend Dustin that was helping me with the Type R yesterday, we're going to bring his EK over, and we got a couple of goodies we're going to install on it. So let's take a look at what we got. Alright, I've got several parts here, but really the only one we're going to install on Dustin's car is going to be this one right here. These boxes did come from Maxpeedingrods. They're a super awesome company. They're helping the channel out quite a bit, sending me some parts to try out. So I'm really going to just jump in here and show you what all I've got. Alright, as you can see here, I've got an assortment of parts. Now, what we're going to be using today is the short shifter here by Maxpeedingrods. It is a dual adjustable. You can adjust the amount of short throw you have, as well as the height of the shifter. So we're going to be putting this in Dustin's EK today. Also, I've got a few other parts here. I've got an assortment of silicone hoses. Now these are going to replace all of the factory coolant hoses on the rebuild project over here. These hoses here are really old. Some of them are pretty expanded out and worn. So we're going to replace every hose that we can actually get to and that needs replacing. So these silicone hoses should be a lot better than those factory rubber hoses. Now this here is the post mount bracket on the driver's side. This is actually a DA style. This is the kind that you need whenever you do a B-Series swap. I haven't decided if I'm going to put this in my car yet, my nice 88 with the B16 swap, because it's going to require me pulling that timing cover off, and I'm not sure if I want to do that just yet. I may hang on to this for a future project, maybe that Type R build that's out in the road. The last thing I've got here are the upper camber arms. Now these are not adjustable camber arms. These are just the factory style. I'm going to put these here on the 88 rebuild project. I don't believe we're going to be needing adjustable camber in the rear, but the bushings are very worn on the ones that are in there. So this is going to be a great one-for-one OE replacement swap. But if any of these items are something that you're interested in, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below. You can click on the link, order any of these parts you want, put in the discount code CRX VTEC. It's going to give you 15% off of any of the items that you purchase. But definitely I would suggest browsing the website, because there's a lot of different parts here that they have, from OE replacement items like these camber arms all the way to the short throw shifter, even turbo kits. So definitely check them out, because I mean they've probably got something that you're looking for right now, and the prices are really nice. Now we're going to get to this short throw shifter install. Here's the shifter we took out of Dustin's car. It's actually a dual bend short throw shifter as well. It's similar to the Maxpeedingrods, except the Maxpeedingrods has an adjustable throw, so we can make this throw either a short throw or a longer throw if you really wanted to. So what I'm going to do is probably just set this next to here and compare what the throw is now and make the Maxpeedingrods a shorter throw, and then we'll get this thing installed. Okay, you can see here, side-by-side comparison, the bearing here on the bottom, the one we took out of his car, actually sits lower than the bearing of the Maxpeedingrods. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust this ball up and get this to hang a little bit lower. That'll give us a shorter throw. Alright, with them lined up here, the Maxpeedingrod shifter is actually going to be a little bit lower now, so it'll have a shorter throw. So we'll go ahead and tighten up this Allen wrench here, or this Allen bolt, and get it locked into place. already got his shift knob swapped over to the rod here, so we'll go ahead and slide it in. I'm gonna go ahead and go all the way down with it, but we can get it adjusted to where he wants it once he tries it out. All right, simple as that. Alright, we got the shifter installed. Dustin's happy with it. It did shorten his throws a little bit on the shifts. It actually, the bushing in there fits a little bit tighter, so it feels a little bit better to him as well. So definitely go check out the links in the description below and pick up something that you need for Maxpeedingrods.